welcome to this show on New Paradigm Careers. And today we have with us Ashore. And Ashore would be talking to us about how to become an NFT artist. Okay. But before we formally get started with the interview, Ashore, over to you. And please just introduce yourself to the audience.
Lovely. First of all, it's so nice to meet you. I think it's been a really long time. Yeah, coming to myself, I'm Ashore Preetham, Bangalore artist. I'm a charcoal artist too. And again, I would say myself, I'm a storyteller, no matter what. I'm a corporate fellow too. So in that case, I'm a storyteller. It might be a aspect of designing or video creation or charcoal art. So
Mhm.
whatever I do, it is always storytelling from my perspective to the world. So that's a brief introduction about me. And again, I do work in corporate industry, and again, I do follow my passion, charcoal, and again, I love black and white world a lot. So monotone and black has always been my passion. Again, getting hands dirty, something like that. I think I love to be messy
Yeah.
most of the time, so that's what I love to do. So that's me. And again, yeah, I think NFT. It's been 1.5 years me being in NFT space. So
Mhm.
where things are really going great, and again, building up communities, and again, getting things right. So that's up of now.
Yeah, that's amazing. Especially the fact that that's such a natural extension for you. So probably we'll come to that in a bit. So tell us how your journey has been so far. How did you become an NFT artist?
Oh, and it starts with a very fun fact, saying that I was just scrolling through my Instagram, and again I saw this meme about Clubhouse, saying that there's lot many things are happening in Clubhouse, and this is so funny. And again, lot many people are getting in touch with virtual people are getting in touch with, because everything happened in pandemic. So I was just scrolling through. I just like, what is this Clubhouse? And I just went to Clubhouse, and I literally thought it's a dating app. To be honest, I literally thought it's a dating app. Like, what's happening here? So I always had an interest about art and again creativity.
Yeah.
I see this something called NFT art. I have no idea what is NFT. So I saw this NFT art right there. So I went to the room. I have no idea entire interface how it works,
Wow.
but I was just the. I think that's a basic thing. You start listening to them. You don't
Yeah.
know which button to press, but still you start to listen to them. So I think it really interested me where the virtual world is getting to us. So
Wow.
to be honest, in that way, I have no friends comes of background from art,
Hmm.
or somebody can actually correct me saying that, you know what, you did mistakes in this, maybe it can be improvised. So
Right.
I saw a lot many artists in their profile DPs, like crazy
Yeah.
intense artists. So I thought, okay, why not? Okay,
Hmm.
let me change my DP.
Yeah.
So I thought of changing my DP to this one. So you see back
Ah.
of me, I think
Yeah.
this I was just talking, and you see the pattern flowing. And again, I went to the speaker panel. So I
Wow.
introduced myself and what I do. Have no idea. So that is when the journey started, 1.5 year back. So yeah, to be honest, very surprisingly, being in this community, virtual community, where people
Hmm.
are really supporting each other and again getting things right. So NFT had very confused impact when you actually talk about NFTs to anyone who actually no idea about NFTs, how this entire thing works. Even me, I had the same confusion. How can art, a
Hmm.
physical art piece, can be converted to as a digital asset, and
Hmm.
again that can be made a sale out of it.
Right.
That too, like that too, like an intense amount of money, where which doesn't happen in the real world. Get
Yeah.
it right? So I think that's what really fascinated me. And again, so that's how everything started.
That's amazing. And I really love listening to these stories because the trajectory changed. Like it's such a small thing that led to the change in trajectory. You were ready for it, given all the different things you were doing. Same with other
Yes,
speakers, like they were ready for the wave. And just a small thing happened and they were able to catch the wave, right? So for in your case,
exactly.
you just landed on Clubhouse and that's where yeah, that's amazing, right? And then, but you had everything, you were positioned well for it to go ahead with it. So that's amazing. So Ashur, you already told that you are an NFT artist, but you also have your corporate job and things. So in
Right.
general, just to get a sense of how does the day in the life of an NFT artist look like?
To be honest, it's very fun, and again, it's really it's very interesting to understand. You can meet people who actually match the same wavelength.
Hmm. Yeah.
Get that, right? So,
Yeah.
to be honest, immediately when I pitched into this clubhouse thing, and again, when I was talking about my interest about my medium, so I did not see nobody has a charcoal artist in the entire panel up. So I
Uh-huh.
was like, me, and again, somebody saw my DP, was like, okay, interesting fellow, let us put up. So that is when this started, and again,
Yeah.
everybody had to vibe in the same flow,
Yeah.
maybe understanding different medium. And again, here's a fellow like I would like, I'm so happy that I met this crazy person in an NFT space.
Mhm.
Um, he actually told me, I really love your art. Can I buy it right away? That's my first clubhouse meet. That's
Wow.
what happened. I was
That's
like, okay, let
amazing.
me.
No, no, that's
Yeah,
amazing story. Like, right away.
yeah, it's intense. It is like I was like, what? Come again? Can I buy it? Have you minted anyway? Like, what is minting, by the way? Like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
What is minting, by the way? What is this blockchain is all about? They
Mm.
talk about DAO, and again, they talk about building a community, Discord.
Mm.
Lot of science,
Mm.
lot of technology, lot of science, confused mindset. I
Mm.
think that is when I had an opportunity where the same day I had an opportunity to meet a person called Vijay, who is also called NFT names.
Mhm.
He creates NFT names as an NFT. For example, my name is Ashore.
Mm.
My name is Ashore. He makes Ashore as an NFT, as a name.
Nice.
So that was really fascinating. And again, he told, I can help you out how to do this. And again, we went on a Zoom call. He taught us how to open your wallet up, and again, how to mint it, and how to, what is gas fee from the basic. And it was for free. Can I just believe that? It's like it was completely for free. I was like, how can you just do everything so free? Like, no, I think it is always the right thing to understand the fact, if I am doing this for free, you must also do it for free, because there are a lot many people like you actually really interested about. They want to get into the entire technical stuff, but the point is there is always a back off when you come as a traditional artist. So traditional artists will not have a much of a clarity how can the entire thing can go digital, because you see a lot many galleries when it goes to when it, okay, 1 second, okay, when it goes to as a gallery stuff, right, there is always a pattern that you make a sale, you don't even see the artist right there, you just see the painting, okay, you liked it, okay, you maybe you bid or you just take the price what is given. But there is always a commission wise where the gallery will charge you up maybe 40-30% of commission. That is where the hectic thing happen again. You don't even know the secondary sale happens, or you don't even know who is actually buying a piece. You can't even go visit them and again what's the piece and what is it all about. So that was a really confused state where I was coming from. I did all these experiments. I did not have the satisfaction. Okay, this is not happening for me. And again, lot many commissions were happening. Okay, why not give me a shot? Why not? I can give it this shot. So I did it. So I minted my first piece. Um that's what happened. I think I sold it in 4 days. Four
Whoa.
days.
Yeah.
So what it was sold out, and again, this is the piece I still carry myself.
That's
So
so
it was a digital,
amazing.
thing where the collector came in. He asked me, and again, the beautiful thing about when it comes to collectors collecting your
Mm.
pieces,
Mm.
which is so important. They just don't invest on your artwork; they invest
Mm.
on you.
Mm. Mm.
I still remember my collector telling me this. Congratulations. As per my knowledge, I have not seen any charcoal art in the space in OpenSea. So I thought of this will be because the collector who actually buy my piece
Uh-huh.
was the first collector who actually get the first Indian actor has an NFT. Vishal Manotra.
Okay.
Actually, he was the guy actually bought this entire piece up
Wow.
as it was an Indian actor. I
Uh,
was like, okay, who is this fellow? Let me go research. So
yeah.
I see it was a very joyful moment where I see Vishal Malhotra's artwork here and I see my artwork here. So I was like, oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps. So that was a very interesting fact to understand about NFTs. And again, you will never understand, uh, especially to digest the fact, okay, this is all happening.
Mm. Mm.
Because making a sale right now, it's been a pretty great, crazy task.
Mm.
But those days when NFT was happening and it was really booming up, I think it was very easy to understand the community's wavelength.
Mm. Mm.
Are
Yeah.
you in the right room? Are you in the right person? Are you talking to the right person? Are the person is interested about your, is your pitch right? Are
Yeah.
you pitching it right?
Yeah.
How do you like make things right, and how do you convince that this is an asset where it has a longer variations of secondary sale, and how these
Mhm.
things take this right? I still remember he told me this such way: I'm definitely going to make a sale of your art piece, but after 10 years I want you to see growing,
Yeah.
and after 10 years and I come to the market and say, you know what, this I think he's investing in such a where he is an artist who
Mhm.
actually started his career from the day one, and
Mhm.
now down the line 10 years he's really famous. You know what, I have his first art piece right with me, I'm gonna make it double, we can maybe.
Right.
So in that case I sold this for 40k.
Yeah.
40, this was the
Uh-huh.
price, and again
Uh-huh.
he was still telling me like, I will take it, I want to take it like multiple, we can do
Exactly.
this bigger,
Right.
bigger. So that was a scene. I felt okay, this is nice, this is interesting. So
Mhm.
it is not just actually they're investing on your artwork,
Mhm.
actually they're investing on you,
Exactly. That's yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
which is a great motive
Mhm.
to make an artist to push themselves to in this NFT space, and
Mhm.
that's the best part.
Mhm.
So that's how entire thing happened. That's the reason I'm still in the same journey. Maybe not doing that much artwork, but but I'm really still being active with the community, and again getting things right. We do a lot of collaborative projects together. Maybe getting things people onboarded,
Yeah.
people who actually don't know what is NFT, and again we actually help them out and again take things right. I think this is the same chain which actually loops into it.
Yeah.
What Vijay did to me, I do this to other people.
Exactly.
That's the entire thing. That's, I think that's what we take away from other artists who actually who helps us.
Yeah, yeah, and what it also is highlighting is just the power of communities, right? Especially if we are in this space, in this industry, it's all about community, and you have to be there. And how much of a transformation and how quick of a transformation a community can bring for you. That's amazing. So kind of it ties to the next question in terms of okay, so what are the skills required to be an NFT artist? So you've talked about the old in terms of the how the industry also works, the old ways of selling it, and then what are the new ways? But then what are the skills required to be an NFT? Hard skills, soft skills, both. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, the skill to learn,
Mm-hmm.
that's a most important thing. Having a mindset that you have to learn something, maybe upgrade yourself, or learning new things. No matter what, I think nowadays what has happened, you don't need to be an artist to be an NFT artist. There's a lot of AI generative softwares which is coming in. If you just type in Modi ji in a beach, or anybody like me in a beach or my photograph in a beach, the AI will create an image, and
Uh-huh.
that is an image, and again that can be an NFT.
Right.
But the fact behind, you must have the interest to learn in what is NFT and what is blockchain, and what is the entire this entire virtual world is all about.
Uh-huh.
I think that should be the main skill, and again consistency.
Yeah.
Consistency would actually carry you a long way ahead, and again always try to make things right, especially when it comes to community, helping out people, maybe retweets, or
Mm.
maybe like going as quick as possible, because the other day there's something new update, the next day it's something different.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay, there's another blockchain coming up, there's another project coming up. I think in a day, as per my understanding, there is more than 500 projects coming up in NFT space.
Mm.
I'm sure like it's beyond that. A
Yeah.
lot of PFP collections, which is gonna be on time. I think that's what the team. If you have a team, nothing like it. If you're a single one-on-one artist,
Yeah.
consistency, patience,
Uh-huh.
patience. That's
Yeah.
important. Patience is important. I think that's the most important. I still see people still being in clubhouse or Twitter space, don't not even sleeping at the night time. They actually listen to the information, what is happening around, maybe sharing information. I don't see this in real world. That's what I was really confused and happy about.
Mm.
Because if you just go to any artist in real world and just say, can you just help me out with this sale, how this entire thing was, because always been a competitor, he will actually hesitate you like, okay, this is, he will not give that much of information. But when it's come to virtual thing, they are ready to give you information no matter what. So that is how it is. And again, have an mindset that you need to explore, you need to learn, uh, you have to be in a lot of open-minded people to understand, to receive whatever comes to your plate. So that's important. Yeah, that's the skill I would say.
Yeah, that's amazing. And then just to dig deeper into, like, so for example, like you kind of touched on, like there's a traditional artist mindset, like you're in your zone, you are doing your work, you're kind of isolated from things if you really are producing your best work when you're doing that. But this thing is like, what are some of the mindset shifts required from traditional way of being artist, and if there are, maybe there are not, but a traditional way of being an artist and then an NFT way, like you already said, like it requires selling, it requires pitching on this and also making them see the resale value, not just the current value. So what are some of the skills shift in mindset? Yeah.
So always bring value to your artwork.
Mm.
Maybe it might be artwork, it might be a photography, it might be a storytelling, it might be a narration, it might be poetry.
Mm.
Always bring value to it. That is when you would actually stand up as an artist. There are a lot many projects in OpenSea or Foundation or no matter in other blockchains. There are a lot many projects which is like just like that. There are a lot many projects like there are just like that. But the you being an individual person, individual artist, if you want to stand up something great in the market and just show people, you know what, I'm capable of doing this, I'm capable of doing that, I think you must bring value to the art and value to the collector who's actually buying it. So that's the most important thing to major thing to understand the aspect of uh, uh, growing, or how can traditional artwork can be converted as a digital artwork. There is nothing much difference where this image was scanned and again minted in OpenSea, and that was made as that was sold out. It is very as easy as you say, but the accessibility when it comes to understanding the traditional artwork, maybe a watercolor artist, maybe a charcoal artist, maybe a pencil shading or pencil artist, you can still tuke it a bit when you understand the technology or softwares. When it comes to improvising it, you can actually still tuke it up in Photoshop. When you do a watercolor artist, you still scan it up, maybe tuke it or beautify it or animate it, which is the best way. I think animate it, take out the layers, animate it, upgrade your skills, maybe like see what the consumer would love to see
Uh-huh.
has a viewer. So always try to think in has a viewer's perspective, what will hit.
Right.
Are you giving a message? Are you giving a valuable content? Are the collector are ready to buy your piece?
Mm.
So that's the most important thing that I would say.
Yeah.
Bring value
Yeah.
or bring creativity, bring something unique. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. And also, Ashwar, you touched on like slightly going back. You said you can either have a team, and if you're doing it on your own. So, if somebody is as an NFT artist is having a team, how does that team look like? What should an ideal team have for an NFT artist?
Okay, ideal team. See, to be honest, if the entire team is an artist,
Mm.
the entire crew is an artist, or the entire crew is into different department where I'm good at sales,
Mm.
I'm good at marketing, I'm good at doing poster designs, I'm good at pitching words,
Mm.
I'm good at going to the community or getting clients in. So I
Mm.
think the team has to have to take their own individuality to understand. Okay, no matter what, wherever I've been put it into, or am I spotted? So no matter what, there, I think if that is happening, you will have the access to understand how the team works.
Mm.
If I have a team where I will tell my team or anybody actually takes initiative, like, you know what, we have a piece out, you do marketing, you do poster designing, you go pitch in Discord, you go pitch in Twitter space,
Mm.
maybe build up a community like small group where people actually know it's a lot many hard work happening down the line,
Yeah.
and this is very strong team.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So I still believe I have seen this one crazy team where I forgot the name, but hijacking the entire clubhouse. To be honest, they changed the DP as a Gandhiji photo. They
Uh-huh.
did a Gandhiji note has a cooler shades and all. They did a that was a project.
Uh-huh.
Um, the entire team come to the one room. They flood with the DPs.
Mm.
Everybody are there, and like they hijack like, dude, what you been doing? Because we're pitching our project and the entire crew comes in, and
Uh,
again, immediately the attention is diverted to their projects.
Okay.
I think that's what grab attention, no
Mm.
matter what, in whichever way it is. It might be pitching out words, pitching out content, pitching out social media post, or pitching out your projects, how it is be has been the black the back. I mean the pre-production thing. When you actually cut it up and explain the entire pre-production, and this is the reason why you're doing this. Pitching of words, I think that is the main key. And again, the team has to go with the same wavelength. Yeah.
Got it, got it. Okay, so if somebody wants to learn to be an NFT artist, what are some resources, courses, training programs that they can go to?
To be honest, everything is free right now.
Yeah.
Everything is free in YouTube right now. And again, I would preferably say the only investment that you can do is time,
Hmm. Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
the only investment which I did or my crew did or any individual did in NFT space to make a sale or
Hmm.
get their own names in the space. I think they invested time. I think research. I think there's a saying always my mom says, if you like something, if just the thing that you know how you love your dad, but you exactly know what sweet he likes only because you have interested on him because you invest time on him, so you understand the fact you know what is right for you. So when you actually have interest to learn something or fetch information, no matter what, you will dig in, you will dig in. So I think the interest of understanding where should I go, what should I do, I think Discord, YouTube, Twitter space, Clubhouse. I
Ah,
think these many things, one stretch, I think you can build up huge community where you'll not even believe how many people you have tied up to.
yeah. That's amazing. That's amazing to know. And but just out of curiosity, is there any formal university that any university that is offering like a formal course on how to be an NFT artist? Anything yet?
There are a lot many in Udemy.
Okay.
There are a lot many.
Oh,
A
okay.
lot many how to create an NFT, how to create an NFT by using Photoshop, or how to mint an OpenSea for free, or how to mint in Solana. There are a lot many YouTube channels where actually teach pin by pin to pin, and
Uh-huh.
again they make you understand. I think that's. I think you have a lot many sources,
Right.
but university, I'm sure it will come very soon.
Mm.
Very very soon. I'm
Yeah.
sure I'll bet on that.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so my next question is around. So if you kind of touched it, so let's see if we want to spend time on that. So up to you. So if somebody has to like wants to become an NFT artist, right? If they're just getting started on and they want to pivot to this. So next 90 days, what could be the plan that they can follow? Like maybe like a high level overview on phase one, phase two, phase three that they can do to become an NFT artist.
Great. So, in that case, I would preferably say get into a community where a community is really active,
Yeah.
community where you can actually reach out to for help, and again have an interest to learn something new. Kickstarting from having your own artwork or having your own content to put an OpenSea or something like that. Have a wallet, have your MetaMask wallet, and again understand how the blockchain works, understand how to mint, and then how to pitch your project. So there are two ways. There are two ways which I feel it is which can be worked out very well. After doing all this process, having your wallet, having your artwork pitched in, everything is done. Two things you can actually, by the meanwhile, when actually planning up the entire project which you're going to pitch in, you can actually talk about the project to all the people who actually you're meeting up. I haven't said that in such a way where you say, you know what, I have this idea and I'm going to do this. It's going to be very soon. Any inputs, let me know. If you have a better clarity from multiple people, I think the brainstorming session starts there. I think it will bring more value and you will understand what actually people wants it. So creating a content or creating an artwork or creating an NFT to understand what actually people wants from you. So that is number one. Or you have an idea which is so good, and again you put it on blockchain, you put it on NFTs, and again everything is sought, and you pitch them. You know what? I have this artwork. and
Mm.
I'm gonna make it the sale, and again what you think about it, and again you can tell the story behind why did you do it, and again what happened, and again what how things went right in this. I think that's a beauty. I think that's two ways. Yeah, I think that will really help you out. But the basic is have your wallet, have your MetaMask wallet, and again understand which blockchain are you working on, Ethereum or Solana or any other blockchain, something like that. So you must understand the technical, very basic technical aspect. Uh, because when you're actually starting up, you will not understand the word what is minting, what
Yeah.
is burning. So so make it has, because render it in your head, make it simple. Minting is nothing but you're creating a patent for it,
Mm.
and then you're selling a patent.
Okay.
So
That's such
make
a
it so simple. Yeah,
yeah.
make it so simple. If somebody asks me, because that's what I was feeling very hard, you have to mint it. No, what do you mean, ma'am? Okay, think it is a patent that you're creating. It's going to be registered in a blockchain, and it's been registered, and by then when you make it a sale, you're
Mm.
selling a patent, and
Mm.
that patent has a value, and that value has a resale price.
Right.
So patent would actually say a minting thing.
Mm.
So have a patent, and then sell it,
Mhm.
or make a, for that patent has some value. So just to make it very briefly understood, you are actually building up a company. You're
Mm.
an entrepreneur. Try to understand in that way, where you have a brand,
Mm.
you're starting from scratch.
Mm.
You need to understand how the world works, how the market works, and how the technicality has go through with the path, and then you can pitch it. And that is when people will actually interact with you on that.
Right.
So that is as simple as it is.
I love that. I love that. Just to summarize, like first get sorted with the technicalities, like keep learning the technicalities, but have those little things like what's your have your wallet, understand which blockchain thing you're going to go forward with, all of those things. Join all of those communities that Ashore meant, like be on Clubhouse and Discord and all of those things. Like, just get started getting to know people. That would be probably the phase to keep listening to them, be absorbed in that environment.
Right.
And phase three is when you start talking about launching your own project and talking about it and then pitching it and all of that. Perfect. I think that sounds like an amazing path and a
Yeah.
very doable path to follow. You just get started with the community, right?
Yeah, I think getting started is the main key. I think people are so confused, like, how would I do this? What would I stop talking? Just do it.
Exactly, because I have met so many talented artists, right? And they know they are talented artists, and they have been putting this off on back burner to move to NFT space, like digitizing their art, and they've been putting off and off. But it's not that difficult. It's just like just get immersed in that community; it will take care of everything. That's my takeaway.
I think mistakes will happen. I think, oh my God, I have done a lot of mistakes. Like, I try to burn my pieces, like, it cost me so much. Like, what am I even doing? So,
Right.
there is always a process thing that you learn. So, and again, yeah, you fall, you wake up, but you don't stop. Just
Right.
don't stop. So
Right.
that's the only thing I would suggest or advise in that way. Just don't stop. Have consistency in whatever you do, and again, be active in the community. Just be active, no matter what. Even though if you're not minting anything, make sure you're still alive.
Yeah.
Say that, you know what, I'm still there. I'm still there. I still have a brand. I still my own agency. Like, you're just creating a brand of yourself, but
Right.
you're still like, you know what, I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. That's it.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, that's a good one. So, Ashar, what are so in terms of the career path, right? How does it look like? Because is it like a viable full-time option or not? And then what do you want to say about, and especially now, but things were at a peak for NFT, but now recently all the things that have been. So, what do you say in terms of what career path for an NFT artist? Yeah.
See, career path. I'm sure it has a wide range of career paths down the line, but to make it very simple, uh, have you seen this QR code?
Which, sorry?
You see the QR code to scan someone to make a payment, right? I think 5 years, 6 years back, you did not have that.
Hmm.
What if the QR code was an NFT?
Hmm.
What if the clothes that you're wearing is an NFT? I think everything is going to be an NFT for sure by down the line in future. I think career path is crazy. I would say. I think creators are gonna is gonna be like flooded with cash flow for sure. But the major core of being a creator or being an artist in NFT space, I think people are diving very fast or not convinced with what you're doing, I think be patience, have patience. You will definitely succeed. I have seen people actually have made $10,000 in one day. $10,000, so much of money. Again, they funded so many things, lot many things. But when it comes to career path, I know the market is low. I know market is going down, but be there. Just be there. Just be there. Ethereum 2017 pay, it was just like $700. That's it. Right now it's 3.5. So it will raise. It will raise. It will definitely raise. But just have patience. I'm sure there is a lot of career options when it comes to metaverse. Metaverse. So metaverse is completely a new internet. So
Mm.
that is new internet. But I would say upgrade,
Mm.
upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. If you're a watercolor artist, if you're any different artist, upgrade
Mm.
because I just know this charcoal art. That's it. So my next project would sound like I collaborate with poetry, music, and charcoal. So it had a animation into it.
Yeah.
So which had a voiceover narration. So upgrade, upgrade, something new, upgrade. Every time upgrade. No matter what, go with the speed, go with the flow, make things right, make things understood. I
Mm.
think that's the best.
Oh my God, I love those project that you described about. Maybe offline, I'll again connect to get to know more about that project. That's
Yeah, yeah.
wow. Okay, sure. So we are almost towards the end of the session. Just last two questions. One is you already touched on metaverse, and you already touched on that creators are going to. One of the trend I am following, and I want my community to be prepared as well on this whole boom that's going to come in creator economy. You touched on the AI tools. You don't even have to be an artist. You can just create an AI image and then sell it, right? So there's this huge boom coming in terms of creator economy. There's a lot that's happening. What is one trend that you would suggest anybody listening to this to watch out for? Like, what's one trend you are looking out for?
Okay, yeah, AR and VR.
Yeah.
Oh my God, don't even ask me. But the fact behind, I will not be surprised to understand down the line, maybe 10 years or 20, 15 years or 20 years, you will be everybody, they make sure everybody is wearing a glass. Because the one hand side is going to be the real world, one hand side is going to be virtual world.
Yeah.
So today morning, I was just scrolling through my Instagram. There's a fellow who actually recorded the entire year in 360 degree the entire day what he's doing, even he's in washroom, he's
Yeah.
recording, he's just trying to make a time travel
Wow.
after a year. If he wants to go this date, this something like that, he's actually building an AI mission where is din pay, what was I doing,
Yeah.
what I was like, I was in a party or I was I still in washroom, something like that. A time travel is going to be not that extend level of thing, but you will be convinced with what the quality is going to come up with.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's the beauty. And again, looking forward for AI and looking forward VR and AI. I did a VR project for it, which is still in my Instagram. VR project for my friend. I'm planning to like get the entire technology to for makeup.
For
So
makeup.
the entire, yeah, for makeup.
Uh,
So yeah, I want the technology to build in makeup industry because it is so big. It
uh,
is so big. The makeup industry is so big. What are the possibilities that you can do, especially when it comes to fashion, when
mm,
it comes to makeup, when it comes to education? Education would go crazy, and again, especially with sports,
mm,
fitness.
uh-huh.
It's gonna be very crazy. And can you just believe the fact the entire world's biggest company, Facebook, changed the word called Meta?
Yeah.
And you can see the future, where's the entire future is going to be. I don't think so. Sometimes I'll be thinking in myself, I don't think so the MPs or CM or anybody is ruling the world. I think the people actually, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, Clubhouse, I think these are the people actually ruling the entire world. What if you just shut one day?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
will go mad.
Exactly. Probably that would be one of the that terrorist might follow. But that have been beautiful. Ashore, I really love that takeaways? I'm so glad I asked that question because I then also got to know about your makeup project. So I love to check out those links. But with that, we have come to the end of the interview. Thank you so much, Ashore. It was very valuable. Love the enthusiasm. Love that you know so much about this space. And I think anybody who is planning to switch to being a NFT artists, they've got enough information that they can right away take action from it. So thank you
Right.
so much for all of that. And any closing remarks before we wrap this up?
First of all, thank you. Thank you so much for like hosting me here. And again, it's always nice to have a word about technology, NFTs, and again, lot many new things which is happening in market which many people don't know. I
Yeah.
think having an awareness where you know what I think there's not many connectivity when it comes to having a growth in career. I still remember my dad used to say, you know what, those days that land was like 2,000 rupees. I was like, those days, you're talking about the past tense, and I don't want to be my dad or grandfather. So those days, NFT was booming. I did not do anything. So I don't want to be my dad or grandfather in that way. Like 2,000, 10,000 was the land, or this share was this much. I don't want to be the past tense. That's the reason I always make sure if you are in the boom, be there.
Hmm.
Just be there. Just no matter what. Just the only thing that you can invest is time.
Yeah.
Understand what people are doing, understand what's happening in the market, maybe upgrade. Technology is always there. I think best friend Google and Facebook, Google and YouTube. No
Hmm.
matter what, you don't have anybody to talk, just Google it, or Google or YouTube it. I think you have tons of information where things is gonna be right. I'll not be surprised down the line metaverse is gonna be a new internet. Maybe I'll not be talking like you, the way how I'm talking to you. I can just sit next to me.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll
Yeah.
be having a conversation, something like that. I don't need to travel somewhere,
Right.
something like that. So I would say like upgrade, understand what's the world is going through, and again, have willingness to understand, to receive from others.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's amazing. Thank you so, so much, Ashore. This was amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. It was a lovely session with you, though.
Hello.
Brushing myself. That's nice.